Ugh, torture. What's up, Shadowhunters, Angels and Dark is like among the first thoughts for episode 4 of Shadowhunters Season 3, Thy Soul Instructed, Inconstructed, I can't remember which it is, but it's something beginning with I, so I'm gonna go with Instructed. Believe it or not, I want to talk in fair and unbiased mainly about Jace. Never thought I would say that, but that's what I want to talk about in fair and unbiased, so I'm going to try and cover as much as I can in first thoughts, because I want to dedicate the entire episode in fair and unbiased to what's going on with Jace and the themes that it's going to come up and the themes that it's addressing. So yeah, we're gonna have a Jace dedicated episode. Isn't that what we all want? Yeah. First thing that happened in this episode, Heidi, as predicted, is looking for her sire. She killed a guy, and then, well, she didn't kill a guy, she turned a guy, and then she broke into Simon's old apartment looking for him. She was smelling his clothes and shit. She's very creepy. No, Heidi doesn't annoy me that much as a character. There's just one little pet peeve that I have that I wish that she would stop fucking giggling. Oh my god, I don't know if they're trying to make her seem insane or cute maybe or whatever it is, but she needs to stop fucking giggling. Not only does it sound fake and forced as hell, but it's fucking annoying. Heidi has the potential to be a good antagonist here, but every time she goes or whatever it is, I can't fucking giggle. Whatever it is that she friggin' giggling, it's annoying and it takes away from her character. It makes her irritating as hell. And I wanted to like her. I want to like her. I want to like her as wherever her storyline is going, but she needs to stop giggling. I know I'm getting really passionate about someone fucking giggling, but it was really getting on my nerves. The entire time she was talking to Raphael, she was giggling every 2 minutes, and it was just like, will you stop already? Please. But what Heidi was doing with Raphael was that she was basically, when he came to take her back, she was getting payback for what he done to her. As I predicted and as other people predicted, he was experimenting on Heidi to see if he could make a daylighter. We also found out that Simon didn't like resurrect her. It was Raphael, but Simon was the one who killed her, I think. I'm not sure. So she wants to find her actual sire, not Raphael, who stole her from a morgue and resurrected her. I want to see how he pulled that off. That should have been in an episode. I want to see how Raphael fucking stole a body from a morgue without anyone noticing. I mean, I know he's a vampire, but Jesus, that must have taken a lot of work and a lot of planning. That would have been fascinating to see go down. This resulted in Isabel finding out about what Raphael did, because her and Clary rescued Raphael from being burned alive on the roof, and she basically told him that he has to go or she will report what he did to the Cleve. Yeah, it's the Cleve. And it's against the rules to do that kind of thing. It's against the rules to experiment on vampires, I'm assuming, especially since this particular one went rogue and killed a mundane. So I don't think we're going to see Raphael for a while. I don't think that he's gone for good. I'd like to think that he's not gone for good, but I think that's him gone for a while anyway. And I have to admit, I'm kind of relieved, because when Clary was telling Isabel that if she thought that her and Raphael fit together, then they should, like, you know, get back together or give it a go or whatever. Horrible advice, Clary. Horrible fucking advice. May I just say, did Clary miss the part where Isabel was addicted to Yin Fen? Does she even know? Was Clary ever informed of that? I don't even know. But yeah, you don't encourage someone to go back to their alleged dealer, to be honest, and encourage them to get into a relationship again. But as I said, I don't know if Clary was ever told. I can't remember, but horrible advice. Horrible advice on Clary's part. And I was sitting going, oh my god, please don't make Isabel go back to him. This is not what we need when she's recovering. I don't want the drug storyline to be revamped. See what I did there? We need Isabel to remain strong. And we kind of need Raphael to remain strong as well, because he was addicted to Isabel's blood. So, yeah, getting back together is not a good idea. No bueno for the getting back together. There's also Raphael's reasoning for what he did to Heidi, and this is where things get complicated because everything goes into a morally grey area. Well, I don't know if it's morally grey, but it's like, you can't hate him for doing what he did, but you can't forgive him either, because what he did was really fucking bad, but he did it with good intentions, sort of. He claimed that he was doing it for all the vampires, but I think he was probably just doing it for himself, which makes it a bit easier to kind of say, well then, fuck you, you should have been doing that. And I'm glad that Isabel didn't go, oh, it was for your family, oh, I forgive you, because that would have just... I love Raphael, but he needs to be, like, take the consequences of his actions. He needs to understand that what he did was really bad, and he needs to accept the consequences for that. So, yeah, I'm glad that, like, it wasn't just like, oh no, you were doing it because you wanted to be with Rosa, oh, then I forgive you. I mean, what happened to Rosa was really fucking horrible, but that doesn't mean that Raphael gets a free pass to experiment and torture on newborn vampires, or even, like, it doesn't mean that he gets forgiven for doing it either. That's not how grieving works. So now that Raphael is out of the picture, we're definitely getting strong hints towards this mundane dating with Isabel. And I really can't remember that guy's name. I just keep calling him the mundane. I can't remember his name, but the doctor that she met in the hospital in episode 1, there's strong hinting towards him and her dating, because I think she's going to relent now that Raphael's out of the picture and she's going to go out with him. And I'm interested to see what they're planning to do with this, whether it's going to be that he finds out about her being a shadow hunter and he's okay with it, or he doesn't find out about her being a shadow hunter and he gets hurt or turned or killed. It'll definitely be an interesting dynamic to see happen, because it was definitely something we didn't see in the books particularly, where shadow hunters dated mundanes for a particular amount of time. I'm pretty sure shadow hunters slept with mundanes and stuff like that, but I don't think they dated them because obviously it's extremely dangerous. So I think I can pretty much say with absolute certainty now that we are heading in the direction of Isabel dating this guy. So I won't get my pitchforks out yet, because the showrunners have said that Sizzy is coming, and Isabel is a free woman to date who she wants, so we will see where they go with this. They obviously have a particular story or plot line in mind for it, so we'll have to see where that goes. Something else that happened in this episode is that Kyle was finally introduced. Kyle ran into Simon, and he basically brought him to his apartment, and he kind of hinted that, like, he has space, and Simon took him up on the offer after some convincing from Maya. And we find out at the end of the episode that Luke actually put Kyle up to this, and Kyle is part of a group called the Praetor, I think it's pronounced, the Praetor. I remember the Praetor from the books, but I can't fucking remember what they did, who they are, or what they want with Simon, so finally I'm in the dark about something. Great, it's nice to be in the dark about something. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I do get tired of saying I know what's happening but I can't say because I don't want to ruin it. That gets boring, and I'm sure it gets boring for you guys too. I don't want to keep saying, oh, I read the books and I know what's happening, because for one thing, the books are shite anyway, so I don't want to have the knowledge that the books gave me. I want to be able to watch the show with fresh eyes like everyone else. So I'm actually quite excited that I can't remember what the Praetor is and what Kyle's part in it is and why he wants Simon. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing where that goes. Obviously Kyle is not who he claims to be. We can tell that from how he talked to Luke on the phone at the end of the episode. And I'm actually interested, I'll say that, I'll use that word, interested, to see where they go with this, because it does go into very delicate storylines here where you have to tread carefully, because the books dealt with it in a very insensitive way and dealt with these themes in a very insensitive way. So I really hope that the show fixes it, because they fixed everything else, so why don't they fix this too? That ending, oh my god, that ending, Lilith showing up at Magnus's door and he let her in because he didn't know, and I was just like literally I was lying in bed and watching it on my TV, and then it just when the credits came up I was just like, fuck, because fuck, shit, what is she doing? Oh, she says she's gonna take care of Clary because Clary's fucking shit up without even trying to. So, oh, I'm worried for Magnus, I'm worried for Jace, I'm worried for everyone. Oh, I hate not knowing what's gonna happen. I hate not knowing these things. I know I literally just said that I love not knowing these things, but it's kind of a love-hate relationship kind of thing that goes on. I'm sure you get it. I'll give a quick shout out to the wee small Malik scene in this episode. There wasn't a lot of it because obviously every episode can't just be Malik, especially when there's such serious issues going on. And I'm extremely worried because Matthew Daddario said that these little happy moments aren't going to last. I feel personally attacked by that. Why must they make our boys suffer? Huh? Why? Why do you do this? Why can't they just be happy? Isn't that just what we all want? But then, I suppose it would be unrealistic if everything went smoothly and there needs to be drama or else it's gonna get old, but I did enjoy the domestic Malik while it lasted anyway, and we don't know when it's going to end, so maybe we'll get to enjoy it for a couple more episodes. Maybe. I hope. So that's it for First Thought, Shadowhunters, Angels, and Darkmasters alike. Believe it or not, you'll be getting Fair and Unbiased tomorrow, yes! So that I'm not going to keep a trend of being late with videos, I do have plans again this weekend. Trust me guys, I am antisocial. I normally don't have a life. I don't know what's going on with this month, but I just keep getting plans after plans after plans. So Fair and Unbiased will be tomorrow. Yes, looking forward to that, I'm sure, because you've all just spent your days waiting for Erin to like upload her videos, right? Am I right? And we'll talk about Jace, and we'll talk about the theme that I want to talk about that Jace's storyline is bringing up. It's a very important topic that needs to be discussed, and I'm actually looking forward to making that video. So I'll see you then, Shadowhunters, Angels, and Downloaders alike. And remember, stop fucking giggling. No one likes giggling. It always sounds fake. You see this little laughing like the guy from friggin' Spy Kids? No, please, stop. Thanks.